Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines here in Foolstown. Guys, last episode we got our very own water treatment plant in, and I discovered a few things when the kind of video went up on YouTube. Like we said that I used two different types of fences, and I looked back at it and I was like, Seniac, you damn fool, you used two types of fences and I can't believe it. Well, I fixed it. I still want to do a little bit of work on it today, improve it. You guys give me some really good suggestions for this. Also, I want to try and tackle something that has been a huge issue and problem in the city for the longest time, and that is the river. The river, it's a weird one. It floods, it overflows. The flood goes back in itself, it goes upstream, which is really, really weird. So, as much as I tried to combat it, I'm going to take the plunge and finally place in some seawalls. I didn't want to do it for the longest time just because, you know, it looks a lot cooler without them. But I'm slowly starting to realise why cities have them. Because when it floods, nobody likes it, guys. Nobody likes it. But we're back anyway, guys, and if you enjoyed this episode and want to see more of Foolstown, then make sure you smash that like button down below. So, look, it's flooded over here. When I loaded up my save game today, the flooding was over here. So it's made its way up. So I want to try and tackle putting in some sea walls. Hopefully it will reduce the overspill when the flood happens and stuff like that. Again, not too sure why it's actually doing it. It's quite difficult to try and figure out because the water flows a lot. So, I ain't 100%. What I have done, and I don't know how much this will affect it, is there was two water kind of thingamajigs, what are they called? Water sources, there we go. There were two water sources at the top here. I've got rid of the one, so there's only one now pumping. Already you can see that it's not pushing up to the side, so I don't know how much that will affect it. Only time will tell, but we shall see. So this is the water plant that we got in last episode, and the change that I want to do to it is the fences, believe it or not. Even though I've updated them to have them all the same fence. Someone have suggestions to see if I could place the fence right against the edges, which would be a lot better against the road as well. And also to put some service roads to some of these water pumps, because we got service roads to all of the kind of basins. But how are the workers going to get to the pumps, which I thought was a really, really cool idea. So before we jump onto that, let's take a look on where it will be most effective to have sea walls. Now, it's going to be quite difficult because everything is at different heights. There's things coming into the sea and stuff like that from various angles. It's going to be an interesting one, to say the least, but we'll try our best. So the sea walls are here. We have two kind of versions of it, right? I say sea walls. We've got flood walls, which you place on land to stop the overflow, which would be good, but it wouldn't look great for us. And we have these, I think, is it called a quay? I don't know. I'm just going to call it a sea wall. That's all I'm going to say right now. And we're going to see how these kind of go. I've got the snapping turned off, which makes it a little bit easier for us to work with. If I start there, it will take the bridge with me. So how far can I push it down before it takes the bridge? There. Okay. And then we go up. So you can see while it's doing it, it kind of changes the whole area and landscape of the sea bed, if that makes sense. If I stick it a little bit further out than it originally did, it means I reclaim a little bit of land. Which is cool, but then stuff like that, it kind of has to stop there. I'm going to delete this one. And then replace it down. Because now knowing that I can slightly take a bit of the sea back. So that's quite solid. It's quite a solid wall there. It's quite high. The water's got to rise fairly high to get over that. Which completely changes everything there. It's just the only thing that I don't like is this part here. It's like you can't fully connect it. So the space is occupied. So I can go up to there. Let's see how far I can take this. Ooh, I can go underneath. That made things a whole lot interesting. So I'm reclaiming land back, which is great. When we get to certain areas where we can't place it down. So I understand, you know, certain areas we won't be able to have it. But it is quite high, isn't it? It's quite a high wall. Which it looks good. And hopefully it will stop the flooding. Right, the flooding's up to here. I want to pay attention to this part up here. How much the sea is going to drop. It doesn't look like it's dropping that much. No. There is a little dip there, and I think that was the water source I took away. So that extra water might fall into that little dip and semi-solve the flooding. I don't know. We'll see. Guys, another question I want to ask in the comment section as well is, I'm feeling like I need to do the whole transport system. Like, delete every single route that we have and then redo it. Do you agree? Let me know in the comment section down below. It's been annoying for the longest time. Right, what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to pause the game. I'm just going to delete this bridge fairly quickly. And then I'll see if I can place it over the top of it. Can I do a bend on these? I can slightly, but they look very weird. Right, I got an idea. Does that bump make it look really weird? It's quite a cool little thing. Because eventually I'm going to get like a city park running through this. I don't know whether that bump looks really weird. To be honest, I think it does. Right, we should stick to this. And what we can do. Oh, look at this. Hallelujah. We now have... we now have the things back, which is good to see. Right, delete you. Delete you. Do we have a power source reaching over at any point? I don't believe we do. I think that's what this was originally for. Wasn't it? Yeah, so we're going to have to connect the power source back up. Okay, we'll bear that in mind. We'll bear that in mind. Where was we? So these seawalls are still fairly high. Now this is getting interesting here at this point. Because of how the land is. Well, if I brought that all in. And then continue it this way. It's all good, right? Well, I'm going to stop it there for a second because we are placing quite a bit in. It starts to dip down quite dramatically here. Which is understandable because, one, that's where the land underneath dips down. But I'm hoping that's going to be the right height. Okay, where did I delete that path? Okay, right. So we took it from here. And we'll bridge it up. Okay, we can bridge it up to there. I'm going to bring it to there. How high is that? Hopefully it's high enough for the ferries to go under it, which it should be. Yeah, there's one there. Looking at the size of it, it should be okay. But there we go. They can now go back onto the bridge. All good stuff. We have a seawall on that side. And how much does it flow over here? Because the land is just there, right? So let me see the land options here. Is it worth me raising them up slightly? I think so. Just only slightly. Just in case, because you just one of those situations you just never know how it's gonna go. And see if we can sort this little bit there, because you can see a bit of sand coming through, which is not really what we want. Then we'll smoothen it out. Oh, that's too far. No, wrong one. Right, we'll see how that goes. Gotta give it time for the water to update. There's a bit there, which I think that's for a subway line, isn't it? Or a train line, yeah. And that's the kind of thing I want to kind of like slightly redo those. So let me know if I should in the comment section down below. But there is the odd little one now which I'm seeing. So try and get that flattened as much as possible. So you don't see those little grooves and spikes coming through. Now, of course, we can't do every single one, because some of these have stuff like this on. Even though it could potentially work, it means we'd have to slightly move some of it and make sure we got a solid path. So I paused that and just dropped that there quickly. Deleted this path as well. And let's see if this is now going to work. I could have just ruined everything. Right, if I bring that to there, and then straight like that. Was that enough done? No. Right. Oh, hold on. No, wrong one. Let's go back a bit more. So keeping that flat to there. Apparently we're too high. Are we really too high? What happened? Right, there we go. I'm going to sort this out here. Right, can we get this now back in? Oh, apparently space is already occupied, and I think that's down to the road. So just delete those quickly. How is the space? Oh, it's that. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's push those back. You see the stuff we gotta do just to make things happen? Now I can't get out of this view. Stop bulldozing. There we go. Ta-da! Right. We're now gonna delete you, delete you. We need the ferry path to be updated. There we go. I've completely ruined this ferry line. Right, I'm hoping I'm dragging it. Ta-da! I think I did it. Right, I think I did it. I just got to connect this to a road. Because at the moment it makes no sense. Let's delete this road as well. Okay, so. Road connections. We'll just go for a simple one. I do apologise for what's about to be deleted. But the majority of it, I can't help it. Right. Let's see if I can reduce this to the level. Yep. Reduce that. Bring that one slightly up, which does its job. People are waiting here for the bus. I'm hoping that kind of fixes it. Oh, hold on. Before we continue to play, this dirt path, get it connected. This one, get it connected. Right, what seems to be the issue now then with the bus routes? Right, did that solve that? There was one over here, but I feel like we'll just keep it to this one. Oh, good, right? Oh, good, I think. Right, we'll pause it. We'll de-zone all of this. Oh, if I had the dragging rectangle on then for a second. Right, and we'll zone everything that we've just de-zoned to be brand new offices. Look at that, we kind of solved that. It's just the only thing we haven't solved right now is this. Is it a zoo? No, it's the park. This is it. The city park? It is, isn't it? Right, let's sort this back out. We gotta do these tiny adjustments. So it comes up to here, so we can have. Well, we need to have an entry point here somewhere, and obviously it's probably best if it was over there. So paint park area. So we'll just bring it over to here. I mean, this park should really be pushed. I should have this park also on this side running down. That could also be very if I can even English, very cool. It's just having to get it to that point. Yeah. Right, we'll delete this for now. And this, unfortunately, because we'll eventually set it up to be part of this park as well. So you have that there, and then we need the path to go along to here. Right, we'll just do a little turn there, it's all good. Let's delete that, see if we can do a nice little bend of some sorts. Nice! I like it. I like it a lot. Right, back into play mode then. So we've sorted out that little bridge there on that one side. We've sorted out this bridge and this ferry dock on that side. Now, can these also be placed on like this? Space already occupied. They can't. So they need to be... I'm going to sneeze. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Am I good? I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think, no, it's coming back again. I'm going to sneeze again, guys. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. There we go. The sneezels came in. Right, so if I can get it to here. And then keep this going. We'll get to that point where there is another kind of ferry dock area. Now, that's good there because we've got some cool little, well, you know, because we're claiming more land back. It means we can have more path running along the side because we had to put it kind of there to there because we had no land to play with. Which is actually looking pretty cool, isn't it? Where does that flood now go up to? And how is this water handling over here? It seems to be a bit lower, so it could cause us less issues in the future. The flood's just there, which I'm hoping it will start turning very, very soon. So we'll kind of stop it at this kind of area right now. And let's try and work on this side, because this side's going to be the hardest side, to be honest with you guys. This is going to be so difficult. Right, if I start here. And then just run it as far as I potentially can. Right, if I do that to there. And then we just get this here. Page it down. Just get close to there as physically possible. And then with the landscaping tool, we're going a small brush. We're smoothing it off if it's possible. Oh no, okay, it's not liking that. Now we do have like space and stuff here to put in like commercial and whatnot. So why don't we attempt that then? Because we've now reclaimed a little bit of land back, we can drop in some extra buildings. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Right, we'll continue to go up then. So what was this anyway? This was a post office. We have over here another post office. And then over here we have, oh, the thermal plants. Nice. Okay. So keeping it going then. Alright, up to here. Past the post office. Oh, I can go past these guys as well, which is handy. Go underneath those. And this is where you start to get a whole lot more interesting now. So that's quite cool how I don't have to move those. What's it like having a few little stores over here as well? They'll eventually get all placed in. So the seawalls are doing their job. Right, these. So I can place them on the edge. So what I'm going to do now is just pause it quickly. I'm going to move each one just here. Just until I've got the walls going along in. So let's keep this going. And of course, it's going to have to stop at a certain area. Ooh, it's a shame I can't get it to go underneath. I probably can, just not at a certain height. Yeah, there. Oh, wow. Wow, Seniac, wow. There we go. So it's kind of like the inlet and outlet route there. So let's put these back. And hopefully they are close enough to the path. I'm hoping. Right, that one's definitely not. So let's put that one there. Is it now? Still no. That one is. Right, can I put it there and it'll be okay? There and be okay? Yes. Okay. This is actually pretty cool. So you gotta think if it's like, at the moment, it is an unfinished project because eventually I want to get a city park, this city park, Hickory Gardens, to also run from up here all the way down the city, or river line, should I say, down to here and just around this roundabout so we can expand it over. Kind of like what we did over here and then fill it with trees and stuff so it looks really, really nice. So it is a work in progress kind of thing. We're just kind of setting the bases up with the seawalls. So we're going to keep it going. Now this is going to be very interesting. Okay, I can't get it to go under. So, oh, get rid of that. So can I get it to be placed on it? I can. So just drop it there a second. And just have that keep going. Right, so I can't quite have it there because of the ferry line. Why can't I deselect? What's going on? I can't deselect it. There we go. No, I'm still on it. I don't want to continue to move it. There we go. Right. So, we want to move this. So we'll just put those over to that side. And that can be placed freely over there. But the road needs to come a little bit closer. And there we go. You don't realise how much stuff can be used for these sea walls or placed on them. You don't realise how useful they are as well. So we'll see how time goes. I might need to kind of sort this out a little bit more because it looks kind of funky. But we'll kind of go over it. It's not going to be 100% solid and perfect. It's not a canal. Remember that? It's not a canal where it's solid and perfectly shaped and lined. It's a natural free-flowing river. If it was straight, then obviously that's how you know it's man-built. Okay, so where did we get to? We got to here. And again, we're going to have the same issue right now. So I bring that to there. And sea life enclosure can also be placed. Yes, perfect. Okay. I'm loving this. It just makes my life a whole lot easier. Now, the zoo was something that constantly got, you know, over flooded as well. So it's gonna be cool to see. Hopefully, see that not get flooded, because look how high the water's got to go over the wall now. Right, is this really not touching it? We can solve that. There we go. Oh, maybe. Oh dear God. You hear the noises? Maybe bring it up a bit. The whoop, 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 whatever that noise is. Oh, look! You can just see inside there. Look, there's like it's like a whale or a dolphin or something like that. There's like stingrays. I think that's like more of a whale. Some stingrays in, and it's all happening inside a river. Just remember that. Just remember that. Right. Okay. So this. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, I'm going to delete a little bit. Hoping that I can come back from a certain degree. Obviously that is the canal entrance point. Nice. And then really, how far am I taking this? Should I just take it all the way up to the highway here? Alright, we'll take it up to there. That dips in quite severely, doesn't it? There we go. That continues up there. So we've got a solid, strong seawall going all the way down there now. And I feel like we should, yeah, look at this and try and sort this out to some degree. Which would mean moving it again. Well, not again, we're just like moving it in general. And let's see. So if we took that there. Now I know it's not going to work straight away. A few things we got to get rid of. But we'll try our best. Okay, not as painful as the last one. Let's just put it that way. Alright, delete, delete. And we'll replace them in. So that got to... If I can get to this bit now. How do I get to that? Has it been updated? I think so, I don't know. But it's one of these things. I want to redo that whole thing anyway. So we'll just connect it for now. And then eventually get it all set up right. Right, path connected there. Should be a bus route connected there as well. Which is now fully updated. Are you connected to power? Yes, you are. Boy! Okay, we continue. This is going exquisitely. And I'm hoping this, again, is going to solve the issues. We got huge train backlog over here. Not sure why, as well. Now, from the looks of it, It's a train line going down into there. So again, this is another reason why I want to sort all the transport stuff out. Because a lot of it doesn't make sense anymore. Now we've expanded it, we just kind of like plunked anything down just so it works. We've gone for just making it work rather... Well, I say making it work. We've gone for... I don't know what we've gone for. I'm about to say functionality, but at the same time it's not functional. We went for functionality at the time of building it, if that makes sense. Obviously things have changed over time. And we've got to improve on that. Right, we'll place that up to there right now. And, you know, I'm semi-happy with the whole job that we've done. This sticks out a little bit too much. There we go. And then... Look at the dips we've got, man. It's shocking, aren't they? Let's go a little bit bigger. Oh dear. Undo. Now just get rid of those, you know, the mountain, you know, there's some there. We'll keep some of it in. Not worry about the majority of it. But yeah. Wow. We have caused epic backlog with our whole transportation train system. This is hilarious. Right, just for the sake of solving the issue, we'll try our best right now. And this is the issue we have, is we can't really solve it. Because of the dips and stuff we've got. So it seems to be moving now. And it's all really going in that direction. So... Right, bear with me. We're going to redo all of this at some point. So, as ugly as this is, I completely understand. As ugly as it is, guys, it's just gonna... I'm going for functionality right now. Just to try and make the trains move. In some form. So, we've kind of created something there. I don't know if anybody will use it. But it's a way to kind of skip the system. Unless they're trying to get through that area. We have huge backlog here. Alright, let's see what this train does next. That's turning. That's going up. That's going to stop. So it's going to be flowing to a certain degree right now. Nobody wants to use that new... Oh, yeah, okay. Someone's using that new tunnel. So hopefully we can get it to flow again. Again, the whole system is terrible. It's not ideal. And the whole reason I made this roundabout over here was to utilize the trains going round and round. But obviously, they don't do the exact job I want them to do. And this is why the whole transport system needs to be redone. So guys, let me know if I should. I know I should. Because of how all these tunnels and lines that we've got are terrible. It's going to take a lot for me to delete all these and just redo each one. But it should be fun to kind of, now the city's at this kind of size, to kind of go through each one and fine tune it, so to speak. That's ultimately what we're going to be trying to do, is to fine tune the whole system. Now, has that got rid of the backlog of trains over here? It has. Apparently there's water on the tracks. Not sure where. There we go. And yeah, a lot of train line sorting needs to be done with the amount of stations that we do have. It's a little bit crazy. It is a little bit crazy. But this airport's doing pretty well. Another thing we could do is, now we got these sea kind of stuff set up, we don't really have any exports for the boats apart from this one over here, and it's not really used much. So what we could do, and I'm saying what we, and yeah, I'm just gonna say we could do it, is to create a exporting dock area where we place a few down. Means we have to create a really good highway structure to it. Now we have some really good connections over here we could potentially use, and we could also do the same over here too. We just need somewhere that's gonna have good traffic. Not everyone's gonna use it, but you know when we had export areas down here and we had loads of traffic trying to get to them areas, we kind of need to go for the same thing, don't we? Right, this is really annoying me, this part here. So if I brought this to there, and then maybe bring that out a bit and whatnot, that little ramp there would eventually go and redo the whole subway system. But I think that this whole corner section here needs to be redone. Right, let me come back up to Earth. And we'll redo this, because it is shocking. Right, let's bring down the brush size. Alright, bring that out slightly. Just to a level that we kind of slightly semi-happy with. Right, hold on. There we go. So, I'm about to say it's a little bit more natural. It would be if I smoothened it a bit. And how does the water flow there? Now the trick is, pause. We'll select this part here, rise it up. This part, rise it up to this part, rise it. Let me just rise each part slightly. Just high enough to tackle the wall situation. And it looks a little bit better, right? It does look a little bit better. But yeah, we do need a really good export area. So think of like Los Angeles, and like has like Long Beach, where it has all those big docks and stuff like that stick out. We need something like that. And now that we have the ability to buy all the tiles, we can do something like that. And I'm thinking we kind of do it around here somewhere. Like manipulate all the land, stick it out, and put some like, you know, dock stuff on. I'll try and find some assets or some mods or some stuff like that on the workshop to see what we can do with it. But yeah, we need to redo all of the train lines. Now what's going on over here then? These guys don't have any power apparently. So what are you? You're to do with the park, aren't you? So just throw some extras in. And then that should connect up to electricity, which it should all be. We got a huge dip there. Not sure where that huge dip has come from, but I'm hoping that we have semi-sorted out some of the issues. Obviously not everything is going to be perfect. But we can just literally try our best. We have a little bit of a dip over here. So this is where we kind of need to see the levels that we're working with and then up some of them. So I'm going to select multiple ones now. And then bring all of those up. And I suppose this is what the walls are for, because you can just go in and adjust at different heights, either one that you want. Just to solve some of the issues. So I don't know if that is correlating to the fact that we have a dip just down here. It's kind of backing itself up a bit. I'm not 100%. We do have a little puddle of water there, which we can solve fairly easy. That should flow fairly fine. We got some water just down here too, which should eventually pass. So we'll just give that some time. Fast forward. Looking at this as well, we might need to place a little barrier out so the water doesn't come out and try and force its way up. I don't know how the water's flowing up here. Can we view this water? It flows just fine anyway down there, so I think we can get away with that to an extent. I think it's this here. This is going back on itself as well. So let's kind of push this back a bit. And I don't know if this would work. That needs to be placed on land anyway. If we had something out here that could stick as a barrier. I don't know. We'll kind of see how things go. And it's one of those things. I've added in all these sea walls. Or river walls, whatever you want to call them. We'll just have to like let the game run for a good hour. And then come back and then see where the flooding is now happening. That's kind of what we need to do, isn't it? It is kind of what we need to do. But we are progressing. We are progressing. This is just another way in which we can control the water flow. It's not great. It's a bit choppy here and there. But again, another reason why it would be choppy is because we've really, adjusted. We've reclaimed back some of the land, so we've pushed the water in and stuff like that. So again, it needs a good hour for the game to run through and get the water level just perfect. So yeah, it's just one of those things. You just got to give it some time. I might even think about, because we create the little cavern in between that this water sink down and run through. I might slowly start to reclaim all of that back and then have it just more natural, because that is well lower than the sea level as well, so it does cause some issues. But we'll kind of sort it all out for next episode anyway. So yeah, let me know what you think then, guys, about redoing the whole public transport system. I think it's a must. It is a must. And also having a dedicated export dock area, which I think will be really, really cool. Let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, you can see the big dips right now. Again, it just needs that time for it to be, everything to flush through. So it's a whole lot more natural. Because think about it right now, this is all natural. And we just need to wait for this to eventually push through. So it's getting natural up to here, and it's here where it's got its first little bump. So it's almost there. Look at that. We've kind of solved this area almost where we had the big dip. Now the dip's over there, so it's pushing itself through, almost out into the sea. It's looking beautiful. Another thing that happened in this episode, which you probably didn't notice, we lost a lot of residents. Which is crazy, man. It's crazy. So guys, let me know about the seawalls, what you think about them in the comment section down below. Might do a few little tweaks here and there with some of them. Maybe get them a little bit more straight. I don't want them too straight because, again, the straighter they are, the more artificial it looks, like a canal. So I don't want them too straight. People using these bridges still, yeah. But we'll eventually get this all set up. This Hickory Gardens Park all the way down here too. Sort the public transport out. Get a dedicated export dock area. It's going to be genius. Guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good. Bye.